Hello and welcome to Just Ride Bikes. I'm David and today I have a comparison of two 360 cameras for you. The brand new Insta360 X5 and a DJI Osmo 360. What are the differences? What are pros and cons? Well, I'm going to share some footage and some highlights of using both cameras on my local roads and trails here in the Cotswolds. So let's dive in. And they're both amazing cameras for capturing any sort of bike adventure. Whether road racing, going bikepacking, put these on your bike and you capture amazing footage. And the ability to reframe the video when you get home via the smartphone app is just fantastic. Gives you more options, more freedom, and they're a lot more fun to use in my experience than a regular action camera. So this is the Insta360 X5 and this is the DJI Osmo 360. Two state-of-the-art 360 cameras, lots of similarities, but some big differences, which I'll share in today's comparison video. Now, for full transparency, Insta360 have sponsored today's video, asked me to do a comparison. It's not a regular review. I won't say which is best. I'll let you decide for yourself which camera suits you based on the differences I'll share in today's video. And right off the bat, the big difference is a form factor. And the Osmo 360 is a lot smaller. Shorter, squatter, squarer, while the X5 is long and narrow. A bit lighter as well, about 20 grams lighter, but in the hand they're about the same really. So yeah, a bit smaller, it does fit on the bike a bit better, doesn't stand out as much as the X5. One big difference between the two cameras, and definitely in the favor of the X5 if you are choosing between the two cameras, the fact the lenses can be replaced yourself at home. So if you scratch them or you damage them, you drop the camera, which can happen. I've done it a few times. You can replace these lenses at home. While the DJI, they can be replaced, but you have to send it back to DJI to replace the lenses. So you can't do that at home yourself. So for me, the fact you can replace these lenses at home with a small kit definitely gives the X5 the edge. If you are clumsy or you are riding in off-road, it's rocky, it's wet, and you are likely to crash or drop it, as I dropped these a few times, that replaceable lens is definitely a big advantage. And you can put a lens guard on both cameras as well. The DJI supports one, while the X5 has two different lens guards you can choose. There's a regular version and a premium, and that simply screws onto the front of the lens. So definitely worth using and doesn't impact the quality at all. And both cameras, of course, have this silicone cover to go over top for storage and transportation. So definitely worth using those when you are traveling, got that in your kit bag. So yeah, having that replaceable lens is definitely an advantage for the X5 and shows how this is a 5th generation X series from Insta360 and shows that how advanced that product is and the maturity of that product, while this is the first 360 from DJI. They both have screens on either side for playback and going through the menus and changing the settings. They both have USB-C for quick charging. One neat detail of the Osmo 360 is the battery is the same size as our DJI cameras like the Action 5. So if you own that camera, you use the same batteries. Whereas the X5 has a unique battery, which is not compatible with our Insta360 cameras. And when it comes to runtime, the X5 does have a longer runtime than the DJI in my testing. The X5 can run for up to 208 minutes in the endurance mode when stopped down to 5.7K quality, while in 8K you're looking at 90 minutes, so an hour and a half, which is plenty for a typical ride. Meanwhile, the DJI is claimed to last 100 minutes in 8K, so less than the X5, and up to 190 minutes in the lower 6K setting. So both had that endurance mode in a low quality setting, which is perfect for a long ride, a sportive, a Gran Fondo. I used this in the Levi's Gran Fondo in California earlier this year, and in that endurance mode, it will last all day. So let's talk image quality, and both cameras shoot in 8K, and that means when you export down to 4K for here on YouTube, you get really clear, sharp video quality, very impressive indeed. And the leap to 8K from the previous low quality of the X4 and the X3 makes using a 360 camera much better for here on YouTube and social media as well. You can, with both cameras, step down to lower video quality, So 5.7 and 6K, which is better in low light conditions. The 8K really works best in bright sunny conditions. The Osmo 360 just has the edge though, shooting 8K at 50 frames per second, while the X5 tops out at 8K 30 frames per second. But for comparison, I've been using the same 8K 30 frames per second setting for both cameras. The Osmo 360 also has a roughly 28% bigger sensor, and it's square compared to the rectangle one in the X5, so it means fewer weighted pixels. And the Osmo 360 also shoots in 10-bit, while this is only 8-bit, and they both have low light modes. Both cameras have amazing stabilization as well, and the stabilization in general on action cameras and the 360 cameras has meant they are far more usable than ever before. You can bomb down a rocky trail on your mountain bike and the footage is silky smooth if you are shooting at night time or in low light as well. You don't buy a 360 camera for amazing audio quality. They both have microphones on them for picking up audio, but here the X5 has the edge with a wind guard on the front of that microphone to cut down the wind noise, and it makes a big difference. And there's also clever AI software inside to really reduce that wind noise a lot and give really clear, crispy audio when you are riding your bike at speed. And both cameras do support Bluetooth mic compatibility as well. So you want really good, crispy audio, it's better to use a separate microphone on your jersey. Both cameras are easy to mount to your bike or chest harness or helmet or whatever mount you're using. They both have a tripod mount as well, and they both use these mounts which remove via magnets. So very easy to use. And you have that on your bike, simply press the button together and you remove it. So very clever. They both use a similar system, not the same, they're not compatible, and they're both very secure. It won't come off at all. You can bomb down a hill with no worries about that coming off at all. Another big difference between the two cameras is the ecosystem and the editing of the video when you get home from your bike ride. Both have a smartphone app and a desktop app for your computer, PC or Mac OS. And they both allow you to edit video fairly easily, but Insta360 definitely has the advantage in that whole ecosystem. They've been doing this for a lot longer than DJI, and it really shows. It's leagues ahead of where the DJI is. This works fine, the editing software works okay, but the editing software for the Insta360 is far better. It's both easier, it's more intuitive, and there are loads more options as well. You can either edit manually if you're a pro, or you can let AI do it for you, and it will do a really cool edit and put music to it and put subtitles over it and do it all for you. And you can be a social media star in minutes and let the Insta360 do all the magic, all the hard work for you. That really is, for me, a big USP of the X5. And while the software for the Osmo 360 works okay, it's a bit underwhelming and a bit disappointing for such an expensive product to have such basic software to edit the video when the editing is such a big key part of the process of getting your video from your bike ride out to social media or YouTube. So two very similar cameras, but some key differences. And both cameras offer amazing, impressive image quality and make capturing immersive and fun videos of your bike adventures super easy. I love the fact you can mount it onto your handlebars and get a load of angles you can choose after your ride. And the question of which offers the best image quality, well, I think it's subjective and personal. I'll share some video footage of both cameras in the video, and let me know what you think is the best by dropping a comment down below. They are both amazing in terms of the sharpness and the quality and the richness of the video, but there are differences in contrast and saturation and that dynamic range, and you may prefer one over the other. It's kind of like the difference between an iPhone and a Samsung in terms of the image quality you get from the cameras on those phones. And when it comes to using the cameras, they both have good usability. The menus and the interfaces are very simple and intuitive, and you can choose the settings you need for the situation you're in. They both have good runtime. They're both easy to mount onto the bike. I do like the small form factor of the Osmo 360 over the X5. They weigh about the same really, but I do like the replaceable lens of the X5. For me, that's a big bonus over the Osmo. And these are expensive cameras. They're not cheap. And scratching the lens is something you definitely don't want to do, but stuff happens. You might drop one, you might crash, and scratching a lens on this one means sending it back to DJI, which is not as good as replacing a lens at home yourself. So for me, I think that lens replacement would edge me towards the X5. But I'm not going to say which is best. I'll let you decide for yourself based on the image quality of the videos I've shared today and some of the differences between the two cameras. Very similar, but some key differences. And hopefully the videos help you decide which one might be right for you. I'll put links to both cameras down below and my affiliate link for the X5 as well in the description of today's video. But there we go, a comparison of both cameras, and I'll put a link to both reviews of the cameras down below as well. But that is all today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very soon.